Coming up,
I found that the natural ingredients really reset the skin.
this local founder created body products that help her control her psoriasis by using natural ingredients. Plus, these professional ice skaters show us how they prepare for a day on the ice, then join us for a trip out to the Everglades to check in with the Miccosukee tribe. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hey there, welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and today I want to talk to you about walking. Yes, I know we've talked about walking quite a bit, but specifically short 15-minute-ish walks and how they can be beneficial to you in some ways that maybe you're not considering. So, if you would be so kind as to walk with me, I'll tell you about my first tip, and it's to encourage peristalsis. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a $10 word, but peristalsis is the muscle contractions that you have that are rhythmic and automatic in your intestines, and it helps you with digestion by moving food through. Have you ever had a big meal and just feel like it's still sitting there? Well, if you go for a short walk, you will encourage peristalsis, which will help your motility so that your body can move the food through to digest it and ultimately get rid of it. And you know what that means. I've got some more tips on how a 15-minute walk can benefit you today, but you gotta keep watching SoFlo Health. Behind me, the cast members of Disney on Ice are practicing for a show tonight, and what they do is elegant, it's difficult, and definitely something that requires some flexibility and strength. So we're gonna talk with some cast members now to find out how they prepare and what the show's all about. Now joined by Vienna Harwood. Vienna is in the show, and she said she's just getting started with Disney on Ice. So Vienna, tell me, what do you do with Disney on Ice?
I get to portray the role of Tia Peppa in the Encanto segment. She controls the weather, and she is Mirabel's aunt.
I think a lot of people see this and they're like, wow, it's impressive. What do you think is something they underestimate about figure skating?
I feel like the difficulty in it is a lot harder than it looks. And
Really?
remembering the choreo and all of the steps is a lot harder than it looks.
What, I guess, muscles or what kind of stretches, exercises, and things do you do to prepare yourself for this?
Usually I do some running, a little bit of running before, and then I'll do a lot of stretching, a lot of lunges, and then a lot of just like fast twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite aspect about doing this?
I love performing to the crowd, and I love seeing the audience and all the little kid faces light up when we come out.
Wonderful. If people are watching right now and they want to see the show, how can they?
Go to DisneyOnIce.com to get your tickets.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vienna. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. This is Caitlin, and we're joined again by Vienna. We're going to actually show you some of the stretches that they do to be able to perform many of the movements that you see behind us, including just skating around the ice. So, Caitlin, what is Vienna going to show us here?
She's going to show us how we get our bodies ready for the show. We're starting with stretching out her quads, hamstrings, making sure she's all flexed and ready to put herself in some nice positions out there. You know, raise the heart rate before the show, make sure everything's stretched, movable, you're ready to go. And then a nice little cool down after the show so we're ready to go home and get ready for the next day.
I'm now going to give this a shot, but I don't think I will get all of it. I think I could maybe get close to the pigeon, but we'll see in just a second. So, we're gonna get close, I hope, and stay intact. So what do I need to do?
Okay, we're gonna start with a lunge.
All right.
So now try and push your hips forward without your knee going over your toe.
I feel it stretching down my hamstring here.
Yes, okay.
And a little on my glute.
So after you hold that one for a little bit,
Okay.
we're gonna lean back in our hips and we're gonna straighten our front leg.
Okay.
So then you're getting a stretch in the front leg and
Okay.
you're gonna try and keep your hands closer to your toes.
To my toes, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that does help.
Yeah, so now you're feeling more of a stretch in the front leg. And then you're gonna slide into the splits. Yeah, you're getting
That's as
there.
bad as far as we're getting here. Okay.
That was really good.
You know,
Yeah.
you're so nice, and everyone's so nice here, but my hamstrings are gonna hate me for this. But thank you so much for spending some time with us. We hope you guys have a great show while you're in town.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you for
we appreciate
having
it.
us.
Definitely. Are you somebody that has sensitive skin or suffers from psoriasis, eczema, rashes, hives, and you've tried everything? Well, I'm willing to bet you might not have tried everything or this. Today, we're at Naples Soap Company in Plantation Walk to find out more about natural skincare products that are made right here in Florida. Deanna Wallen is a SoFlo local and former nurse turned natural skincare products entrepreneur. After her own battle with eczema and psoriasis, she found a better way to care for her skin's health and has helped others do the same. Thank you so much for having us in store today.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Why did you choose to make a natural-based soap company?
This really was a passion project for me, finding out what worked on our skin, and I found that the natural ingredients really reset the skin. So our foundation and our secret sauce is the fragrance-free products. This is the base. These are the bases.
That's what's behind us here.
That's what's behind us here.
Okay.
So this is the base for everything that we use.
And that has led you to not only have this available, you've expanded so much. So give us a tour about what else you have.
Yeah, so over 600 products. As I mentioned, we have more than just soap. So this is our facial care line. We are very famous for our vitamin C, and then our radiance toner, fantastic.
And if my eyes don't deceive me, I think you're even looking out for the environment as well as our health.
Absolutely.
Great, let's go check it out.
Okay.
So Deanna, what do we have here?
Okay, this is a shampoo and a conditioner bar. Very cool stuff. So you wet it, rub it on your hair. The bar will last 50 to 75 washes. So this is fantastic. This is the conditioner bar. And this one, you just rub it through your hair and leave some in. And it's a leave-in conditioner, and we have a huge following for this. Sell these little travel pods separately, but it's fun because if you've ever traveled with liquids,
Oh,
what a nightmare. So
Yeah.
guess what? You're done. So each shampoo bar will keep like 3 bottles out of a landfill.
well, there's so much more here that we simply can't cover it all right here. But what we're going to do is cover me in some of this product in just a little while.
Let's
We're
do
going
it.
to do a demo, and that's something that anybody can do when they come to your stores, correct?
Absolutely. Anything you want to sample is here. Our staff is super knowledgeable and highly trained, and they're professional, always there, ready to help.
Great. So keep watching SoFlo Health, and we'll try out some of the product in just a bit. We'll be right back with more from Naples Soap Company after the break on SoFlo Health.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine from your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
Mimi Sutherland has traveled to 97 countries, and at age 85, she was not about to slow down.
Go trekking to see the silverback gorillas, cage diving to see the great white sharks in New Zealand. I truly do love adventure.
Mimi's mission is to stay healthy as she ages. So she went to see Dr. Marcio Suarez, who specializes in geriatric medicine at UHealth, part of the University of Miami Health System.
There's currently 55.8 million people in the United States that are 65 and older. But that population not only wants to address their aging and the process of aging, but they want to address it in a way that makes sure that they are cared for and their quality of life is maintained.
When Dr. Suarez meets a patient, he wants to know what's important to them as they grow older. Those include what he calls the 4 pillars of healthy aging.
Making sure that you're addressing all of the preventative care and managing all your chronic medical conditions, doing everything to maintain your physical functions, maintaining yourself socially engaged, and the last one is doing intellectual activities.
I exercise. I walk 4 to 6 miles a day. I stretch. I swim.
Mimi is planning her next adventure. Her advice for healthy aging?
Find somebody like Dr. Suarez who will help you navigate the changes in your life. I got some more miles yet. I got things to do and places to go.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and thank you for joining me for this little walk we've been on here. I've been on plenty of walks here on SoFlo Health, but on this one we're talking specifically about brief walks that you can take throughout the day. A quick 15-minute walk can help you in many ways, and earlier I mentioned how it can help your digestion by encouraging peristalsis. Well, something else that it can help with is nervous system regulation. It gives you time to check in with your senses, because when you go for a walk, you're going to feel, you're going to smell, you're going to taste, you're going to see, and you're going to be able to take a quick break from whatever was on your mind before. Also, encouraging breathing. On a walk, it encourages you to breathe rhythmically and in a way that keeps you calm. It really all comes down to rhythm. Have you noticed that? Well, we'll talk a little bit more about it in just a bit. Keep watching SoFlo Health. this is Deanna Wallen. She is the CEO and founder of Naples Soap Company, where we are today, right here in Plantation, not Naples. And Deanna, water's running, there's scrubs, there's facial things, what's happening?
Okay, go ahead and give me your hand. This is a salt and sugar scrub. We're gonna put a little bit of this on. And again, like we said, we can try any product in the stores. Go ahead and rub your hands together for me. Put it under the water, rinse it off.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it starts off as a little scrub, and then all of a sudden my hands are soft.
So that's our salt and sugar scrub.
Yes.
So this is a whole body treatment. I'm gonna actually give you a little bit of our coffee scrub.
It smells like mocha,
Well,
almost.
this is amazing. It's got a coffee base to it, and it's got nice, beautiful oils, but look how pliable that is.
My skin feels softer, hydrated. I mean, obviously there's
All
water
the
on it,
good
but
things.
people misunderstand sometimes that water will eventually dehydrate your body because it will take the oils that are on it.
Absolutely.
And if you're not using something to replace those oils, then your skin has a harder time keeping the hydration on it because it dries out.
For us, it's really important to replace those oils and to not strip the oils out. And that's what I love, is that we do have more options today. And that's what we're about, you know? It's about, maybe you don't have a sensitive skin, but we have other options that are made with those bases that are really good for the skin. Without all the bad additives. We call them badditives.
For those that are looking for more information on natural clean beauty products, how can they find it?
We have a website, naplessoap.com, or in your area in Plantation Walk.
Deanna, thank you so much for having us in today.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Of course. We're back at 5 Element Wellness Center. I'm once again joined by Dr. Monique. Today we're talking about type 2 diabetes, which unfortunately is a very common occurrence these days.
Yes.
And fortunately, you don't have to be on medications to take care of that forever. And Dr. Monique, how do you accomplish that?
Well, it's always going to be a combination. When the patient comes in, we will do blood work, find out about their lifestyle, and then we come up with a treatment plan specific for them and what the issues are.
Type 2 diabetes is often associated with weight. Does it always mean that somebody's overweight to be experiencing it?
Absolutely not. You will definitely have those patients that look perfectly fine, and yet they have extremely high blood sugars.
We're about to hear from Roy, and he's one of those people that
Yes.
doesn't look like it from the outside, but he was experiencing these symptoms. What did you do to help Roy?
We actually did a treatment plan for him that had acupuncture in it, also a change of diet, change of lifestyle, and specific Chinese formulations for him to help his pancreas not only produce more insulin, but to actually be able to utilize the sugars in the correct way.
Before I started coming here, I was experiencing blood sugar ranges that were above normal. I was trying to manage everything on my own from diet and exercise, but that got really, really tired. Now I feel and I know that my numbers are in regular blood sugar range. Doesn't make any sense. I'm 2 months in and I literally have regular blood sugar range. I settled for a while thinking that I just needed to listen to what I was being told. But I think deep down I knew that there was a way. I mean, God designed my body. So with that being said, I think He designed it in a way that it can heal itself. And that sounds really out there, but I believe that it's all possible.
I love to hear that Roy is so relieved to have his life back. He was getting even a little bit emotional. Do you find that that's a common response?
That's a conversation that we actually had, and I do talk about it with my patients. Our bodies were perfectly made, and it knows what it needs to do. The idea is to actually reteach your body and not be dependent on the medication.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. If people want to find out more or they're on their own journey and want to get started, how can they?
They can call and make an appointment for a consultation.
Dr. Monique, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll share another benefit of short walks, and we'll take a trip to visit the Miccosukee tribe when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We've been talking about going for a quick 15-minute walk and how it can be beneficial to you. A lot of times when we talk about health here on SoFlo Health, it seems grandiose, like you gotta go for a big run or get a strong workout in. But remember, you can also do little things throughout the day that boost your health. And today, we're going for a walk. And in this case, I'm going for a backwards walk. They're actually pretty good for your knee health. And why? I don't know, ask a scientist. But it definitely is good for your knee health, and you can even get a little bit lower in it if you'd like to and get your glutes engaged. Either way, your quads and your hamstrings are gonna be engaged. and it will be good for your knee health and proprioception. Proprioception is the feeling of your body in space. Notice how I haven't looked behind me? Not the best thing to do. You should be aware of your surroundings, but the more aware you are, the better proprioception you have through your feet especially, and that allows you to maintain your balance. Again, back with that rhythm and the nervous system as we mentioned earlier, but it's also just a fun little break from walking straight forward. But I think I am gonna turn around and straighten out now. We're at Miccosukee Historic Indian Village, and I just made a new friend, and I'm here to learn about an event that's coming up. However, this little guy can't tell me about the event, so let's go meet Lucas and find out more. I now have the pleasure of being joined by Lucas of Miccosukee Tribe. Lucas, thanks for having us here today.
Thanks for having me here, appreciate it.
Of course. Tell everybody, where are we today?
So we're at the Miccosukee Indian Village. It's a historic village.
So what happens here on a regular basis?
So on a regular basis, we do tours to talk about the tribe's history. We talk about where we come from as a people.
Okay, great. And what can people do when they're on site?
So one, they can go across the street. We do airboat tours. We do alligator demonstrations.
And speaking of which, you have an event coming up that everybody can participate in. That is American Indian Day. Tell me about that.
We've been doing this event for over 15 years now.
Wow.
And it's a free event, and we just want people to know, like, we want you to come out here, enjoy your family, enjoy our family, and let's just be one cohesive unit as a South Florida community.
That's beautiful.
We have the Alamo group, we have Fawn Woods, and we also have the Osceola brothers. They're part of my family.
Wonderful. And what else will they be able to do while they're here?
The first thing they're going to smell is the fry bread, which what our tribe is known for.
Nice.
They're going to be able to grab samples from our food chickie, and if they enjoy it so much, they're going to be able to go to the back food chickies and order up as much as they like.
And if people want to find out more about it or attend, how can they?
You can go to miccosukee.com, go to our events tab, and you can see all the information for not just this event, but all our events coming up.
Well, Lucas, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You got it. Behind me is Jackson Memorial Hospital. We're about to head upstairs to the Jackson Heart Institute to talk to Dr. Malidi and find out what they're doing here to keep you heart healthy. As promised, I'm now joined by Dr. Malidi of Jackson Heart Institute. Doctor, thanks for sitting with us today.
My pleasure.
So tell me, what is Jackson Heart Institute?
The Jackson Heart Institute is the cardiovascular service line for the Jackson Health System.
And who is this for? Who are you seeing the most?
Over the past year, we've seen plenty of patients who were told that, well, we can't, really, there's nothing we can offer. And often it's the doctors themselves that call us and say, well, we can't really take care of this patient here. They're too sick, they're too complicated. Our hospital isn't, geared for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we accept the patient and do the best that we can, knowing that, what we have to offer is not sort of possible at a lot of other places.
What are some of the innovations that you see here, or what are some of the cutting edge of what's happening here on a regular basis?
So in terms of the Heart Institute activities, the areas of focus that we're trying to develop are really in three different broad areas. One is in the heart failure transplant VAD space. And another is in sort of developing a complex or aortic surgery center of excellence within the Heart Institute. So these are patients that have a problem with their aorta, which is a big blood vessel that comes out of the heart. And often you'll hear about people with aortic aneurysms or aortic dissection. And the Heart Institute or Jackson Memorial has always cared for these patients. It's nothing new. What's different is really sort of going beyond and becoming more focused on offering sort of the latest therapies, the latest techniques, and taking care of sicker patients.
I've heard about a new term to me today, which is redo surgery. What is that, and how does that play a role here in what you're doing at the Heart Institute?
Because the results of surgery are getting better and people are living longer, so patients who've had surgery 10, 15, 20 years ago, they, if they had a valve replacement 20 years ago, the valve is wearing out and they need something else done now.
Who's a good candidate, and who watching right now would you encourage to come here and find out more about either themselves or get checked out?
I think anybody that is worried about, decreasing exercise capacity, anybody who's worried about shortness of breath or chest pain, who's dizzy. But it's important that people understand that we take care of all patients, whether it's just basic diagnostics, or whether it's somebody that needs the most complicated redo heart transplant. We will take care of you.
Doctor, if people would like to find out more about what you're doing here, how can they do that?
I think the easiest way for people to get more information is just to go online and visit our website. They can get the information that they're interested in and learn more about their heart disease as well as the Heart Institute.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we are wrapping up our benefits of going for a short 15-minute walk throughout the day. We talked about digestive health, we talked about knee health, and nervous system regulation. But here's one that you might not have considered at all. I'll tell you about it, but just hold this for a second, would you? Jeez. Oh, thank you so very much. Well, one that I did not mention is that it's a creativity boost. By simply going for a walk, you can interrupt your pattern, and especially if you leave your phone away from you or other digital stimulus, you are increasing the availability of creativity because now you have no stimulus. And believe it or not, when you stop thinking about things that have been input to your brain from something else, your brain starts to think of things, and that helps you be creative. And walking is a great time to be able to do that with any movement. And the one I didn't mention is the most obvious, and that is that your cardiovascular and bone health will get a little bit of a benefit from a daily 15-minute walk. So however you want to use it is absolutely up to you, whether it's for digestion, emotional regulation, for the creativity that I just mentioned, or walking backwards for some knee health. Just get outside and go for a quick 15-minute walk. My favorite of these is after a big heavy meal, go for a little walk. You'll feel better about it. You might burn a few extra calories that you ate, and you get to enjoy more of your meal and the rest of your day so you don't feel so bloated. That's all for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you'd like to watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health, you can do so on SoFloShows.com or on YouTube. You can also follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and good walk.